Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 5 Minutes for Fighting. It's me, Jesse Rowe, with Inside Fighting, and we are joined by a great guest this week. We've got Torrez Finney, who is going to be on Dana White's Contender Series in October. What's up, Torrez? How you doing, bro?
What's going on, Jesse? I'm excited to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So, as I mentioned, you just announced recently that you'll be competing in October at the 66th DWCS 66. I always get that mixed up. But you're taking on Yuri Panferov. Just first off, how you feeling? Are you excited about that opportunity? What's going through your mind when you found out about that?
Man, I was excited, man. We had just figured about it the night after I fought. I got the call. I was so pumped. We've been waiting on it for a minute. We had already been in talks, me and my management team, with the UFC. So, yeah, finally getting that opportunity, man. I'm excited, and I'm excited to showcase my skill set. Yes, sir.
So, you're 6-0 professionally. You're on an 11 fight win streak. Just like give people a little like taste of what they can expect from you. Is your fighting style, what you bring to the table. Why should UFC fans be excited about you as a potential prospect?
Well, when they look at a fighter like me, they come in to see a guy that's coming in to smash and to smash anybody in this way. A lot of people. I have a few things like Air Finney or uh, like Finney flights or something, because I pick guys up over my head and I slam them, and guys enjoy that. And also I go in there and try to smash, get guys out of there, ground and pound finishes. So out of my 11 fights, including amateur, 9 of those have been finishes. So my goal every time is going there to get the finish, and that will be the goal on October 10th.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you got the nickname for it. The Punisher is your nickname. They
Yes,
might have to
sir.
start calling you the Finisher though, with your lad. No, it's not. Yeah, bad
Hey, I
joke.
like,
Bad
okay,
joke.
not bad.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, look, I had the Punisher ever since I was in middle school,
yeah,
and I've been having that name for the longest. So yeah, it's
yeah,
funny that it's actually, it's meant for me to do something with it. So yeah.
yeah. But it is an aptly important. It's an apt nickname because that's especially competing on Dana White's Contender Series. They say that's the sort of the unspoken thing is that getting the finish in front, having Dana there watching you fight, getting the finish, it's
Mhm.
super important for getting that contract. So I mean, that's got to be your number one goal, right? Is to get a spectacular finish to really like drive it home that you belong.
Yes, sir, for sure. Definitely going in there. We never go into a fight looking to say, "Oh, I'm hoping to get into a decision."
Right.
No, I'm going there to finish, and the rounds are just dependent on whatever happens within the fight. But I'm always confident that I can get a guy out of there in the first, second, or third round. I'm confident in my skill set. I'm confident in my cardio. A lot of guys look at my size and think, "Oh, this guy's gonna get tired," but we haven't seen that yet. I go in there, I push the pace. I keep it going, and I'm going to go in there and try to get the finish on October 10th. So, and regardless of whoever it is, I'm confident in my skill set. So, props to for me being having an opportunity, but opportunity is my opportunity to seize, and I'm excited for it. And I feel like we're going to see the best Torrez Finney on October 10th.
Love it. Do you feel like a little extra pressure knowing that Dana White is gonna be there cage side at the Apex watching you fight, or does that just fuel you even more? Like, that's got to be like the biggest pressure you've ever felt, I would imagine, as an MMA fighter, right?
MMA fighting wise, probably yes. But pressure wise, no. I've wrestled all my life. I'm a two-time state champion. In Georgia. I've also played college football at UTC. We've had opportunities to play big time SEC schools like Alabama, LSU, Tennessee. So I've had opportunities to be in like big time environment situations and having to come through. And obviously in wrestling, I've come through some and some I didn't. But I'm accustomed to those big time situations. I understand how it feels. And having that at a very young age, having to go through that at a very young age, you really get a chance to see, all right, if you built for that big time moment. And I
Right.
feel like, yes, it's just another big time moment. But yes, I can say it will be the biggest moment I ever had in my life. But this is not the first time big time pressure situation I've been in. And it isn't the first time big time situation I've been in where, it's been against a tough opposition. So
Right.
I'm going to be excited for sure. The nerves are a part of the fight game. You go in there, you expect to have them. It is what it is. I have nerves going into every fight, but I am going in there excited. Yes, I'm really happy to have a fight in front of Dana White, but I'm going to treat Dana White no other like no other than any other spectator. You know, I'm going there to
Right.
get the job done. Going there, I feel like if I go in there and do me, that's all it takes for me to get signed.
Well, I guess I'll leave you with this. You know, you're trying to make it into the UFC. You got the middleweight division is you know, it's got some killers up there. How do you stack up? How does Torrez Finney stack up against some of the best in the middleweight division of the UFC? I mean, you obviously got Israel Adesanya, you've got Alex Pereira just moved up, but I mean, you got like guys like Hamzat moving up. He's a wrestler. You've got guys like, oh God, there's so many. I mean, it's like it's a murderer's row at middleweight. It's just how do you stack up against the division?
Yeah, the top five in the middleweight division for sure is very tough. You know, there's a lot of really good guys there. But I got to also remember for myself, you know, I'm 3 years into the game. And 3 years into the game, I'm really confident against anybody that I go against. You know, not only that, but I've been doing this really all my like I've been wrestling nearly all my life. So,
Yeah.
you know, the competition factor going in, I'm excited because I've faced a lot of guys that are already in the UFC and some that's in the middleweight division. I've trained with some of those guys. So I know where I stack, you know, I know where like I can do. And I do a lot of really good things against those guys in practice. So I'm really confident on what I can do to some of those guys. Some of the guys I face against are also ranked. So it's not like I'm just going against any UFC. I have won against a lot of UFC middleweights already, but some
Yeah.
of those guys are ranked. And I know how I fared against some of those guys. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the opportunity because I think I get a real chance to really show, okay, this is what Torrez Finney brings to the table. And like I said from the beginning, I really do believe that I'm amongst the best, one of the best fighters in the middleweight division on the planet. And I'm not just saying that just to say it because who I am, but I say it because of the hard work and the confidence that I have into my game and the work that I put in. And I really do believe I'm amongst the best of the best.